reimagining teaching and learning.
Well, welcome to today's game between Lee University and the University of Tampa. We just had kickoff here as the Spartans control the ball at midfield. Give you today's starting lineups, fans. You can also follow along at tampastats.com. Lee's keeper is number 39, Abby Whitcomb. Also starting for the Flames, number 4, Ashley Ulo. Number 5, Nora Burton. Number 8, Katie Wilson. Number 10, Mallory Hayden. Number 13, Grace Berry. Number 14, Avery Sides. Number 18, Whitney Kerrigan. Number 21, Amelia Jacobs. Number 23, Alexis Hale. And number 30, Jordan Blair. The Spartans have goalkeeper number 1, Aiden Smith. In the field for the Spartans, number 2, Sophia Libman. Number 3, Zoe Whidden. Number 4, Sophia Carlholm. Number 9, Brooke Kittner. Number 10, Sydney Dennis. Number 14, Mimi Cronquist. Number 15, Kate Russell. Number 18, Allison Wold. Number 21, Lauren Holschauer. And number 24, Kendall Gooner. As you see play, the Spartans are throwing the ball in. See, the Spartans will be going south to north at the field. Goalkeeper on the right is Tampa's Aiden Smith. Left side of the view will be Lee's goalkeeper, Abby Whitcomb. Spartans go into the game with a 1-0 overall record. Tampa won its season opener on Thursday night with a 3-0 victory over Christian Brothers University. Lee is 0-0-1. Comes into the game preseason number 13 in the nation. They are coming off a 0-0 tie at Eckerd College on Thursday. $11 start for this game. Sun is shining brightly. Very few clouds in the sky as Lee goalkeeper clears it out. See number 13, Grace Berry with the ball. She has it taken by the Spartans, who control, and a header is kicked out of the by Lee. So the Spartans will have another throw in here. Here at Pepin Stadium. As Lee clears the ball out. Busy day for Tampa Athletics today, as the volleyball team is also playing at 11 o'clock. The number 2 ranked Spartans are in action with New Haven at the Martinez Center. Men's soccer will have a noon matchup at Auburn Montgomery. So Spartans maintain possession. Going to throw in from the far side. Sydney Dennis with the ball has it kicked away and cleared by Lee University's number 5, Nora Burton. Yet to have any shots on goal yet, or any shots. We've had one Spartan corner. Although the Spartans have maintained control for a good amount of the game so far, though Lee is currently across midfield with the ball. Doesn't really have numbers in front, but number 23 gets it over to number 4, Ashley Ulo. And the ball's kicked out of bounds. We're going to have a throw in by the Flames on the right, near the sideline. It's a hot day here at Pepin Stadium. The game was originally scheduled for 7 p.m. Was moved up in the day. So there's been rain showers in the evening in Tampa. Currently 87 degrees here in Tampa. Feels like 97 degrees here on the natural grass field here at Pepin Stadium. All right. A lot of play here, back and forth, midfield between the teams. Teams have yet to really settle in and hold possession for very long now. There's a lot of back and forth action here as Lee will get another throw in here. Still early in the season, second game for both teams. Lee has the ball in Tampa's zone, tries to kick it across midfield, and it's a Spartan who, there's a collision midfield there, a little slow to get up. Sophia Carlholm is okay. It was an errant kick that two players went for and kind of met head-to-head on there. As Tampa will have the ball here. Trying to set something up, the Spartans with people in front. As that ball is, Holschauer lost that one to number 4, Ashley Yulo. She's going to kick it back to the middle, though the Spartans are going to be the first to that ball. As we have, the Spartans have a breakaway right here, number 15. That is offsides. She found her. Number 9, Brooke Kittner, found number 15, Kate Russell, ahead of the Lee pack, but it was offsides. The Spartans with a near opportunity there. A day like this, speed will matter, as will endurance, being so hot outside. Somebody can get out in front. It's could have a lot of one-on-one matchups with the goalie. Ball at midfield by Lee. Trying to set something up. Flames have 2 defenders back. They try to rotate and set up some offensive momentum here. That ball is kicked out. That's going to be a throw in here. We'll see who it's off. Looks like it's going to go back to Tampa on the throw in. We are nearly 9 minutes into the game here. Yet to have a shot. We've had one Spartan corner. Had an offsides by the Spartans, but little action beyond that. Tampa scored 3 goals in Thursday night's win. 1 in the first half and 2 second half goals that were from far out. That ball is kicked. Trying to get number 23, Alexis Hale, out in front. Gonna try to do some work as there are some Flames players set up. That ball is given right back to Tampa there. It's going to be kept in play by Lee here. Number 14, Avery Sides. Unguarded, trying to set something up. Yet to be a substitution yet. As that ball is kicked into number 10, Sydney Dennis. She's out in front. She might have a shot here, although that is blocked by number 8, Katie Wilson. So number 10, Sydney Dennis, has a shot. Technically will not be on goal since the defender blocked that one, but that was an opportunity for the Spartans right there. Appeared to be on target, but defender came in and played that one out. Sydney Dennis scored the first goal of the game for the Spartans on Thursday, which went down as the game winner to break that 0-0 tie. Dennis is local from Newsom High School. As that ball is kicked out, we might have our first, looks like Lee's going to get their first corner kick here. See who's taking that. Looks like number 21. 21, yes. 21, Amelia Jacobs, was a late addition to the lineups. Apologies on that. We had number 16, Robinson, is not starting. First corner is played in. Aiden Smith comes out and isn't able to control, but gets it to her defender, who clears the ball out of bounds. We're going to have a throw in by Lee. Spartans are going to be able to set up. Throw in by number 10, Mallory Hayden. Get that into the Flames, trying to set something up here, getting the ball a little bit more in Tampa's zone. Lone shot has come from the Spartans. Tampa entering the season. The Spartans have a number of freshmen in the starting lineup today. Junior goalkeeper Aiden Smith is coming off an excellent year last year. But number 3, Zoe Whidden. Number 18, Allison Wold, and number 21, Lauren Holschauer, are all freshmen. For head coach Aaron Switalski's team. Thursday's 3-0 victory. The Spartans controlled play in that game. They outshot their opponents from Christian Brothers 10-6. That first goal by Sydney Dennis was in the 33rd minute as the game winner. Allison Wold and Kate Russell assisted that one. The second goal was in the 64th minute, unassisted goal by Brooke Kittner. And the final goal to make it 3-0 was an 80th minute goal by Mimi Cronquist from Callie Nobles. You see the Flames have the ball over here on the near right side, throwing in. Ball was thrown into traffic there and went off a Spartan, so it's going to be another throw in by Lee here. Throw-ins are not very, they're just getting that ball into play here. As the ball's played inside in the box, and it's going to be headed out by Lee. So no shot there. They tried to pass the ball into the box, and Spartan goalkeeper went up for it, and it was headed out of bounds there by Lee. So Aiden Smith will have a goal kick here for Tampa. 32:08 till halftime. If you want to follow along through live stats, go to tampastats.com. And fans, you can also go to utgameday.com to access updated roster, schedule, statistics, relevant information for both teams in today's game. It was an off day for soccer yesterday as the Spartans had volleyball last night, unveiling of the new Spartacus mascot, and new president Dr. Teresa Dahlberg was on hand. As the 4 national championship Spartan teams from last season were honored. We do congratulate the Spartans men's swimming, women's lacrosse, beach volleyball, and baseball for all winning national championships last year for Tampa. As Lee, number 14, is going to kick that ball in there. It's going to be headed by number 21, and Smith comes out to grab that. So that is probably going to go down as a shot and a save, possibly. She got that. The ball was played into the box. Number 21 chose to head it, but Aiden Smith was right there to grab the ball. So opportunity there for the Flames. As Lee's going to clear it out of bounds, Tampa's going to have the ball on a far left side throw-in here. Throw in there, played directly to, what they're going to say if she was across the line. So we're going to get Lee throwing it in now. Still scoreless here at Pepin Stadium, here on the campus of the University of Tampa. What's there? The Spartan substitution. Missed that one. That was Talia O'Leary coming in for number 9, Brooke Kittner. It's played out to Lee here. Midfield, Lee with possession. It's a cutting number 30, Jordan Blair. Oh, they're going to lose it to the Spartans. Going to be kicked back out to the Flames to control here in midfield. I think they're going to lose the ball out of bounds, so the Spartans are going to have a throw in now. Teams are still battling to try to control this game here, as it's been a lot of back and forth action. Both teams with one shot. The Flames had one shot on goal. Both teams have also had one corner, so a very evenly played match so far here. We'll see as the game plays on, with the heat, how conditioned these teams are. As the second half could definitely sway one way or the other. Martin's with the ball. Talia O'Leary with the ball. She's going to kick it forward, and that's going to be cut off by Lee. Trying to get a team out in front, but didn't have enough on it, and the Flames were able to cut that one off. That ball's kicked out of bounds. We're going to have a Lee throw in. Near midfield, far side. See here from Pepin Stadium, the camera view is looking east. You'll see to your right is the Spartan goalkeeper, Aiden Smith. To your left is the Flames goalkeeper, Abby Whitcomb. Little action so far for the keepers. Aiden Smith is a 2-year starter for the Spartans. Started all season last year. He's a junior from Bokeelia, Florida, transfer from Florida Gulf Coast University. Played in 16 games last season, came away with 65 saves, save percentage of .867. She had 4 saves on Thursday, came away with a shutout against Christian Brothers. Spartans with there. I had mentioned the newcomers in the Spartans lineup, the freshmen. Tampa also has several returners from last year's team on the field today. He has a couple notable players out. Returning are number 11, Nellie Brenius, and number 26, Talia O'Leary. Both led the team last year with 3 goals apiece. Both also had 2 assists to lead the Spartans. Mimi Cronquist, who scored a goal on Thursday. She started 6 games, played in 16 last year, came away with 2 goals and an assist. So top 3 scorers from the Spartans are all back this year. As we get the ball on the far side here, throwing it in. We'll see if the team starts slowing down a bit with the heat. The Spartans usually normally practice around 10 a.m., so this is a time that they are familiar with. Obviously, the home field is good to have that familiarity as we're 20 minutes into this game. And thank you for watching on TampaSpartans.tv. We'll have all home games for University of Tampa women's soccer on TampaSpartans.tv through the SSC Digital Network. Additionally, all Sunshine State Conference games for the Spartans will be on TampaSpartans.tv, so please tune in for all those games. Those games need to be watched live, as they are not available for on-demand viewing until the season is over. If you want to follow today's stats, you can also follow on TampaStats.com, which is also available for all home games and all Sunshine State Conference games. Lee with a pair of substitutions there. Number 9, Addie Chapman, entered for number 21, Amelia Jacobs. And number 6, Sydney Duncan, has entered for number 10, Mallory Hayden. As the Spartans have the ball for a free kick here, just on their side of it, as the ball is kicked directly to the goalkeeper. I don't think that was a shot, although she was trying to find one of her players in the box to be able to knock that ball in, but didn't go the way they hoped, but it was a good idea there. As Sydney Dennis has the ball here, midfield. She's going to be defended. She's going to kick that ball out to her teammate, number 15, Kate Russell. Transfer from Florida Gulf Coast in her first year as a Spartan. As O'Leary with the ball, she's going to kick that ball into her defender, Lauren Holschauer, who cut upfield, although it was cut off by a Flames player. 21:55 until half here at Pepin Stadium. Spartan throw in. Holschauer is going to kick that ball. That was kicked out. So Lee's going to have a goal kick here. As the Spartan, both teams are going to have some substitutions right here. We'll get you the numbers on those. Let's see what we have here. For Lee, we're going to have number 20 for number 5, number 15 for number 23, number 11 for number 4, and Tampa is going to have number 11 for 10. So a trio of new players for Lee. The Spartans bringing in Nellie Brenius for Sydney Dennis. Good show of depth for the Spartans, who are able to. Dennis has looked excellent through 2 matches, and she subbed out for last year's leading scorer, Nellie Brenius. So we have a collision there. Both teams going for the ball. Spartan player is knocked down. Ball goes off the Spartans, the Flames. Spartans are going to throw the ball in, far side. Looks like they're going to get to do it again. Stop the clock. We're going to have a water break here at Pepin Stadium with 20 minutes and 4 seconds on the clock.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
We're just finishing up the first and only water break of the first half with 20 minutes and 4 seconds to be played until halftime. Hot day here at Pepin Stadium. Going to be one water break in each half as we're over halfway into the first half of today's game. Here in downtown Tampa and the campus of the University of Tampa, where it's currently 89 degrees, although it feels like 102 on the field for these two teams. Team benches are located on the far side, which is the east side. There's a building directly behind them, so they're in a bit of a shade there. Cool down. The fans do not have that luxury, as the people in the stands are directly in the sunlight here. Hot day here in Tampa. Ball's played in. The Flames are trying to get numbers here. Loses the ball. That ball is cut off by number 3, Zoe Whidden for the Spartans. Plays it back to her keeper, Aiden Smith, who's going to try to get a kick here out near midfield for the Spartans. Hold the ball for a while. Kick the ball beyond midfield. Callie O'Leary heads it, and it's going to go back to the Flames. 14, she's going to play that ball. Play it back to her keeper. She's going to kick it out to the near sideline here. Lauren Holschauer kicks that ball in, trying to find O'Leary out front. Both teams have defended very well today. Still early in the season, both offenses have had their moments, but they've also had their times where they've lost the ball, kicked the ball away to the opponent. Just some early miscues that are natural beginning of the year. Thank you for listening and watching here on TampaSpartans.tv. We'll have all the games. Right now, the SSC Digital Network features the Tampa volleyball team hosting New Haven, and the match you're watching between the Spartans and the Lee Flames here on the campus of the University of Tampa. Action just started on Thursday here for the Spartans. First team in action at home was the Spartan women's soccer team on Thursday with a 3-0 win over Christian Brothers. Volleyball last night in front of an excellent crowd. Defeated Texas women's by a score of 3-1. Tampa volleyball is ranked number 2 in the nation coming into the year for the 4-time national champions. Men's soccer opened their season with a 2-1 victory over number 13 West Florida on the road, which proved to be a big region win as that ball's played into number 20, although Aiden Smith comes out and play that and was able to control it. So they found Alicia Nye, number 20, able to go play the ball, but it was played by the Spartan goalkeeper, who was able to dive and control that ball before it was met by the lead player. A little bit of an opportunity there for the Flames, although Aiden Smith has been excellent so far for the Spartans. Very experienced goalkeeper, started all season last year, all 16 games. The ball's going to be kicked in, controlled by the Lee's keeper, number 39, Abby Whitcomb. She's a junior. She's from Jacksonville, Florida. Tampa with the ball here, trying to set something up. O'Leary with it. She will kick the ball into the box, and it's cleared out by Lee. Spartans had a player there, but Lee had 3 players back there to defend. So really both teams have done very well with not allowing the breakaways, people out front with numbers yet. We'll see as the game goes on with the Heat how that continues. Lee University coming into the game, number 12 ranked team in the nation. Although they opened their season with a 0-0 tie at Eckerd. These the Gulf South versus Sunshine State Conference matchups do loom large in the South region rankings. So these are very meaningful games for both teams. As Lee will have a substitution, number 12 for number 13. So the Flames with their 6th substitution of the first half as they try to get some rested bodies in the game. As Lee's going to take a corner from the far right side. Ball's going to be played in, and there's an opportunity, although it's going to pop up and be controlled by the Spartans' Aiden Smith. So that ball was kicked into the box. It looks like number 9, Addie Chapman had a play at the ball, went up and went off her head, and Aiden Smith was able to get the ball. Aiden Smith is definitely aggressive in the goal and able to go up and get a lot of those balls. Has good hands in goal there for the Spartans. Lee was picked to finish 2nd overall in the Gulf South Conference, whereas West Florida is the preseason favorite in that conference. Although Lee is the reigning Gulf South Conference tournament champion. Sunshine State Conference, Spartans picked to finish 6th in the conference. Sunshine State Conference does not do a preseason team, although the Gulf South Conference does. And Lee had Grace Berry and Avery Sides were both listed on that preseason all GSC team. So the clock here at Pepin Stadium shows 13:05 until halftime. This is an opportunity for a team to grab momentum right now as that ball is played into the box. I think there was a little bit of miscommunication. O'Leary was near, but she was not set up where the ball was played. As Whitcomb, the lead keeper, was able to come out and get that ball. Both keepers have not had a lot of action today, but they've been where needed when they needed to, as that ball's going to be... O'Leary beats her to it. Doesn't really have anyone in front yet. As she tries to set up, she plays that ball in, and it's played wide of her teammate, though it's going to be off the leg of the Lee defender. So the Spartans are going to have a throw in near the far left corner. Played into number 11. Yeah, she's going to kick that ball out, and we'll see a race to the ball. It's going to be clear. Lee gets to it, although they playing at midfield here. It's a good job by the Lee player to get that, as Lee is out in front right now. Number 11, Maddie Davis with the ball currently. She's going to be played by Holschauer, and the ball's going to be out of bounds. Looks like we're going to have a Spartan throw in. So it was a one-on-one. Holschauer, the freshman, came out and played Maddie Davis and was able to get that ball kicked out the end line off of the Flames. So Aiden Smith's going to have a goal kick here. We'll see how long she holds it here to let her team set up and also maybe catch their breath for an offensive run here. Out front to the Spartans, that's number 17, Lindsay Emerson. Although it's played, she's quickly met by the Lee defender. But it's off Lee, so Holschauer is going to have a throw in here as the Spartans try to set something up. Ball was thrown in and quickly headed out by the Flames. Avery Sides came out to play that. As that ball's thrown in, the Spartans with the ball now, and she loses her. Looks like there's a collision between two Spartans. Although they're going to stop the clock here, and I don't know what they're calling. If they're calling a foul, might have a penalty kick here, as there was a collision between players there. So the Spartans are going to get a major opportunity here. We'll see. The Spartans are going to have a PK attempt here by number 11, Nellie Brenius. So this could be huge for the Spartans. As 10:18 to play till half, Brenius is going to get a chance to put the Spartans on top 1-0. We'll see this one-on-one battle here. Here's Brenius. She's going to shoot the ball wide right, and that is in. See the backflip celebration by the Spartans now as they take the 1-0 lead in this game over Lee. So that miscue by the Lee defense that led to the PK attempt has proven to be costly, as the Spartans are able to capitalize on that opportunity. So Nellie Brenius with her first goal of the season will put the Spartans on top 1-0 with 10:18 to be played until half here at Pepin Stadium. Credit, that's a PK goal by number 11, Nellie Brenius. Obviously was unassisted. That's the second shot of the game for the Spartans. First on goal. That was the third foul for Lee. And that foul was not in a good location, as it led to a PK. Ball's played out to the Spartans, a little out in front, as Lee's keeper is able to come out and kick the ball near midfield. Holschauer comes out to play it. Number 21, Lauren Holschauer, playing defense. She's been on both sides of the ball, getting a lot of action in. She played the entire first half, so definitely in shape to play on a day like this, as that ball's kicked out of bounds by the Flames. Get the ball in here for a throw-in. Ball's played in, headed out by the Flames. Sophia Libman comes up to play it, plays it to number 3. Zoe Whidden kicks the ball in, and looks like she was looking for O'Leary to cut in towards the goal, but the Lee goalkeeper came out and played that before she could get there. So Abby Whitcomb thwarts that attempt from the Spartans as the ball's headed out of bounds by the Spartans. Have a throw in on the near the far midline for Tampa. Here at Pepin Stadium, Spartans lead 1-0 after the PK goal by Nellie Brenius. Ball's thrown in here as Lee's going to try to do something here before half. Game's been very evenly played. And that final 15 minutes is always crucial because the teams are a little worn down, waiting for halftime. And getting that one first goal is always big for the momentum for the remainder of the game. So we'll see if the Spartans are able to hold on to that momentum here as Lee's got a throw in or a free kick here on the far right side. See if they're able to get anything. Kick the ball in, and a little bit of a free ball that went, not going to go out of bounds here. It's off the Spartans as Lindsay Emerson raced to try to get to that. That was pretty far out in front, though. So Flames with another chance here, and that ball's kicked out here by the Spartans. Tried to play it in, but number 4, Sophia Carlholm, quickly came in and cleared that out there. So Spartan defenders in the right spot here as number 16, Beyonce Robinson, turns, plays the ball in. Spartans cut that off and trying to control it here as the Spartans coming here to cross field, although that's picked off by number 6, Sydney Duncan, midfield. Plays the ball in. We got Robinson on Carlholm. Carlholm's going to kick that out and give Lee an opportunity to throw the ball in. Thank the University of Tampa men's basketball team for serving as the ball boys today's game. On a hot day here at Pepin Stadium. Spartans still haven't yet to begin their season in basketball. High hopes for Tampa in year 2 of Link Darner's regime. The former national champion head coach has high expectations for the Spartans as we look forward to a good year coming up. Had a good year last year for the Spartans. I'd say a great year as 4 of the Tampa's teams won national championships. Congratulating the men's swimming, women's lacrosse, beach volleyball, and baseball teams. So that was the most ever for the University of Tampa in a school year to have 4 national championships. UT now has a total of 26 national championships among their 20 teams, including one by women's soccer, which came in 2007. This site, Pepin Stadium, has been the site of 2 national championship games for the Spartans, which they won in 1994 and 2001. 5:16 until halftime here as Lee desperately trying to get a goal here. Try to even it up, headed into the half. The Flames, who have not played bad at all, had good opportunities. The Spartan defense has been excellent. I think Lee's defense has also been played well. Lone goal came on a penalty kick following a foul in the box by the Flames. As Carlholm's going to clear that ball out to Libman. It's going to go past her. Controlled by Lee. She's going to try to get the edge on Libman, although Libman cuts it off, and I'm going to say the ball is off the Flames. So Tampa's going to have a throw in on the far side. Over 40 minutes in today's game at a hot Pepin Stadium on the campus of University of Tampa. Also have volleyball going on at the university right now as the number 2 ranked Spartans took the first set from New Haven. So the Spartans, who won their opener last night, are 1-0 and looking to continue that as they took the first set 25-19 and currently lead 10-5 in the second set. A good start for Tampa's teams. Men's soccer's 1-0, women's soccer's 1-0, volleyball's 1-0. Cross-country teams both opened their season yesterday and finished third at the Florida Southern Holloway Park Invitational to start the year. Cross-country's next meet, Spartans will be back in action as they head to North Florida for the UNF invite on next Friday at 6 p.m. on the campus. That ball's played in, and quickly we're going to have a goal by the Flames. Or no goal. She might have been offsides. I don't know what they're going to call here. No goal. As that happened pretty quickly there. The ball was played into a Flames player who was able to quickly kick it in, but she was out front of the Spartan defense. So offsides there, and a brief celebration by the Flames for noticing that they've been called for offsides. As Lee with their 7th sub of the half, as number 7 Isabella Valentine comes on. So the Flames have been subbing a little more than the Spartans. Tampa has had just 3 subs this half compared to 7 for the Flames. It's a hot day at Pepin Stadium. As we're nearing the 15-minute half time, 2:10 on the clock here until the half. As that ball is cleared out by Aiden Smith. Sophia Libman's going to throw the ball in. Midline far side, going to go off the Flames. Spartans going to get another throw in a little closer to the goal. As that ball is off the Spartans, so a race to get the ball. We're just going to have a throw in by the Flames here near their bench. As you see, to the Flames bench is to the left side on the camera view. Spartan bench is to the right. See the Flames with the yellow pennies and the Spartans with the blue pennies on the sidelines. Ball kicked around near midline, out in front of O'Leary, back to Lee's Whitney Kerrigan, who started and played the entire half. One of 3 Flames to play the whole first half. To the live stats, we encourage you to follow live stats at tampastats.com to follow the play. Get an update on the shots, which are 3-1 in favor of the Spartans, 2 of which were on goal. 1 save for each team. Spartans have had a handful of players play the entire half as we are inside a minute remaining until halftime. 23 seconds, that ball's going to be kicked. Lee had a little bit of momentum there and going to be kicked out. It's going to go out of bounds for a Lee throw-in as the clock winds down. So that'll bring us to halftime here with the clock reading 1 for the Spartans and 0 for the Flames. We're going to have 15 minutes here, break for the teams here at Pepin Stadium. First half, little breakdown here. Tampa outshot the Flames 3-1. 2 of the Spartan shots were on goal. The lonely shot was on goal, so 1 save for each keeper. The goal by number 11, Nellie Brenius, was on a PK. There were 4 fouls by Lee compared to 2 for Tampa. The Flames took 2 corner kicks, and the Spartans took 1. Both teams with 1 offsides call, as both calls were negated goal, would be goals if they weren't offsides. So 15 minutes until second half. Tampa leads 1-0 here at Pepin Stadium. We're going to take a brief break here on TampaSpartans.tv and be back with second half action here between Tampa and Lee.
impressive facades of our buildings.
Welcome back to Pepin Stadium for half number 2 here between Lee and the University of Tampa. University of Tampa with the lone goal of the game. Came on a Nelly Brenius penalty kick in the first half. The Spartans lead 1-0. As the teams have switched sides. See Tampa's Aiden Smith in goal on the left side as Lee's trying to get something played here. Got number 16, Robinson, with the ball. She turns and kicks, and it goes wide. Spartan defender was on her. She was able to get off a shot, but it did go wide. So Spartans are going to have a goal kick here by Aiden Smith, who had one first half save. Both teams had one save. In a pretty evenly played contest here at Pepin Stadium. Here on a hot day in Tampa. As we're going to have a clock stoppage here as there's a collision at midfield between Spartan defender and Lee player. Lee player's a little slow to get up, though she does look to be okay. I think they're going to call, I don't know if they're going to call a Spartan foul there or not. Okay, so the Spartans will have the ball here. That play was stopped for an injury briefly. This play is back underway here. One nothing game here for the Spartans. Busy day for Spartan teams. Volleyball is also in action right now as the Spartans currently lead 2-0 over New Haven as the number 2 ranked Spartans are in action at the Martinez Center. Men's soccer is scheduled for a 12 o'clock kickoff, but it looks like it's yet to begin as there could be some sort of delay in that game. Keep you posted on that one. Fans, for all Tampa action, we do have the University of Tampa mobile app. If you go to Tampa Spartan, type Tampa Spartans in your app store on Apple or Android device. It's a free app that provides in-game and post-game notifications for scores from Spartan games. So we encourage you, download Tampa Spartans app for free on your app store and get notifications for all University of Tampa athletic events. 1-0 Tampa score. Tampa's yet to give up a goal this season. This is the fourth half of play for Tampa, who shut out Christian Brothers on Thursday in their season opener by a 3-0 score. All right, so here Lee with the ball as they try to cross midfield here. Ball's played in, and it was played right to a Spartan defender as Sophia Carlholm clears that out to Cronquist. She's going to play it ahead to Russell. Kate Russell was stride for stride with an opposing Lee defender. And that ball's kicked out by the Lee defender. So Tampa's going to have a throw in. Sophia Libman, number 2, will throw that ball in. As Allison Wold near, and she's going to try to throw that ball forward to Russell, who's going to cross that into Wold. Wold's going to shoot. It's going to go high, though. So the Spartans set that up, and Wold came in. She had an opportunity. The shot just sailed high of the goal. She had a good look at the goal right there, and opportunity for the Spartans to make that a 2-0 lead. Tampa will continue to lead 1-0 as that ball's played in, and Dennis comes up and plays that ball. Plays it to Quanquist. She's got to kick the ball, and that's going to go just over the net. It was a dangerous shot there because it was so high, and it was the way it was coming down. Sometimes those going to loop back into the top of the net, but it was outside the goal. Ball's played out of bounds off the Spartans. So we're over halfway into this game here. Hot conditions at Pepin Stadium. See how the teams manage in the second half of play. As ball's going to be thrown in here. And that ball, she threw it in, but she had 2 Spartan defenders on the player she was attempting to throw to, although it's kicked out by the Spartans. Lee has the ball here. She's going to play that into Robinson. Ball's kicked up. Looks like it hit Robinson. Went back, so midfield here. Russell's very active there against 2 Lee defenders. Sydney Dennis playing in the middle of the field there for the Spartans. Kicks it out to the defender. Carlholm clears it out to midfield. So Lee trying to control here, trying to get some sort of push on the Spartan defense. That ball is kicked out ahead, but Holschauer was there to head that one out of bounds. So Lee's going to have another throw in. Back line of the Spartan defense has been solid. So Lee player quickly turns, plays it ahead. Here's an opportunity for the Fighting Knights, although it's played out of bounds. Looks like it is off the Spartans, so Lee's going to have an opportunity on a corner kick here. Far left side, they're going out to take a corner. Looks like, I don't even know, I can't even see that numbered over there. Who's taking the number 30? Keep an eye on for this corner kick here for the Flames. So Jordan Blair, senior defender from Powell, Tennessee, kicks that ball in and is headed out. It's like number 7, Isabella Valentine, came out to play it, headed the ball wide right of the goal. So Aiden Smith's going to have a goal kick here for the Spartans. She's going to place the ball here near side, her right side of the goal box. 36:55 on the clock behind her as she kicks the ball near midfield. Pack of players there as kind of played back and forth here. Going to be kicked. We'll see if Cronquist can keep it alive. She does not, and that ball tried to find Cronquist on the right side, but she led her a little too far. Wasn't able to get to it in time, so Lee's going to have a throw in here near midfield, just a bit to the right of it. You see the right side of the field is the goalkeeper for Lee University, Abby Whitcomb. Far left side is the Spartan goalkeeper, Aiden Smith, as Lee wearing the visitor whites with the ball. Tampa is in the all-black uniforms on this hot day here at Pepin Stadium. Ball's played out here as Lee's going to try to kick that forward, although it's cut off by the Spartan defender. Lee's trying to get they get in the one-on-one matchups and trying to get the turn, but they're not able to break loose of the Spartan defenders. We'll see as the game plays on if fatigue becomes a problem for either of the teams. Russell comes up and plays that one. She's been quite active this half here in the middle of the field for the Spartans, as has number 10, Sydney Dennis. As Lee has the ball, played well by the Spartan defender there in the middle, Sophia Carlholm. She's been there to defend for the Spartans on pretty much every opportunity for the Flames. So the senior defender from Sweden, a major part of why the Spartans have yet to give up a goal this season. 34:45 to play in this game. Tampa with a 1-0 lead. Still no word on the Spartan men's soccer game, which is at Auburn Montgomery. That ball's out of bounds. So Spartans going to have a throw in. Mimi Cronquist going to throw that ball ahead to Russell. Yeah, something happened there. They weren't ready yet. I think she threw the ball a little too fast to the liking of the officials, so she's going to get a redo. Yeah, throw it back here to her teammate, Kendall Gunner, the Texas San Antonio transfer. That ball, Spartans have the ball near their bench. See the benches, the Spartan bench to the right with the blue pennies and the Flames bench to the left with the yellow pennies, as players are, at least on Tampa's side, are getting ready for game action. Hot day like this, the benches are going to be used. Tampa maintains the 1-0 lead. Not a lot of action here in the second half, as there been 2 shots by the Spartans, 1 by Lee. None of the 3 shots were on goal, so goalkeepers yet to become a factor here in the second half. As Lee's going to kick the ball forward. They had 2 players coming, but Aiden Smith was able to come out and get that ball. So the Spartan keeper, very aggressive, able to get to that ball before her opponents can do anything. She's going to get a kick here. She's going to kick it a little bit beyond midfield. Lee player's going to come up and get that. Scramble for the ball. It looks like Lee's going to be called on a foul right here. As looks like the Spartan player had the edge for the ball, and as she went to get it, she was met from behind by the Lee defender. It looked like number 20. Let's try to find the number on that. Number 20 on that is called for the foul. So Spartans get a free kick. Their side of the ball here. Lee going to kick the ball out, and Lee will have the first substitution of the second half. See if that. So we're going to have number 10 coming into the game, Mallory Hayden. Hayden started the game and was subbed out, and she's subbed back in. And Lee has another sub, number 23 for number 20, and number 11 for 4. So Lee with 3 quick subs here with 31:10 on the clock. So number 23, Alexis Hale, and number 11, Maddie Davis, both on to the game. So Hayden and Hale were both starters for Lee. They did not start the second half, so you anticipate they're going to be on the field for the final 30-plus minutes of the game. Other sub for Lee is number 9 for number 16. So 4 subs here as Addie Chapman comes in. Tampa's yet to make one in the second, but they appear to be doing the same at some point as that ball's played in and kicked out by the Spartans. All right, so play it out here. Try to lead Tampa forward, but goalkeeper Whitcomb was able to come out and get that ball. 1-0 Tampa here. We're nearly 60 minutes into this game. A little over 30 minutes showing on the clock as Lee has the ball. Trying to set something up. Lee's had some opportunities, just haven't been able to really set up and execute to get a true scoring chance. Tampa has had similar problems still early in the season for both teams. Tampa's goal was on a PK, which Nellie Brenius was able to score. So that was a 4th goal of the season for the Spartans. So 4 different Spartans have scored this season. There's Aiden Smith with a goal kick near midfield, played by the Flames. Controls it, number 9 controls it and kicks the ball to her teammate. Leads out in front but Aiden Smith was there to get the ball. She had Alexis Hale on a good-looking pass there, but it was a little in front of her, and Aiden Smith, very aggressive in the goal, is able to come out and control that ball. Well played by Smith. Had the knack for being in the right place at the right time and really making good reads on those saves. Not necessarily saves, but negating those opportunities for opposing teams. 1-0 Tampa, over 60 minutes into this game. As we're still waiting for the start of the men's soccer game between Tampa and Auburn Montgomery. Both soccer teams, these are big South Region matchups for both teams. Those are big wins on Thursday. The women's team beating Christian Brothers, men's team beating West Florida, a nationally ranked opponent on the road. Both region opponents in Division II regional victories are very important for postseason criteria. Spartan volleyball team, number 2 in the nation right now to start the season. They won last night, and they are defeating New Haven 2-0, and they're up 21-16 in the 3rd set, so they appear to be headed towards a 2-0 start. These games seen a lot of players come in for both teams on a hot day here. Game was originally scheduled for 7 p.m. Got moved to 11. Lee has used 18 different players in the field, plus their goalkeeper, Abby Whitcomb. Spartans have used 14 in this game. coming down inside the final 30 minutes of the game as we have 26:53 on the clock to be played. Fitness will be key as this game winds down. Cronquist with the ball near side, kicks the ball forward to Dennis. Dennis is going to turn and work the ball forward as there's both teams were going out to play that ball, and I think they're going to call the foul on Lee on that one. So the Spartans are going to get the free kick right there just outside the box as they call the foul on number 14, Avery Sides. Looked like that ball was it was mostly a 50-50 ball that they called the foul on. So Spartans are going to benefit from that one. See if they can take advantage of it as Cronquist is looking for her team to set up here. Two leap defenders in front of her. As we'll see in front of the goalkeeper box what the Spartans do with this one. Cronquist is going to kick that ball to the goal, and that shot is going to go high. So instead of opting for trying to set something up and pass to her teammates, Cronquist goes for the shot and sails a little bit high of the goal there. So that's going to result in a goal kick for Lee. As Tampa with their first substitution of the second half, number 17, Lindsay Emerson enters the game for number 15, Kate Russell. All right, so Lee tries to set something up here. Going forward, Dennis clears that ball out. Tampa with the ball, far side. Trying to set something up. They're entering Lee territory in the box there. Tries to shake the defender, unable to do so. That ball's kicked out of bounds by Lee. So we're going to have a Spartan throw in. Far side on the right here. Throws it in, and she attempts to go back, and ball's going to be throw in or free kick for the Flames. Play that one forward across midfield. She played that well beyond any of her players, and that ball's just going to sail to Smith in goal. He's going to pounce on it and get a goal kick here. So, you know, what was going on there? She led her teammate too far on that one. So we're going to have 23:52 remaining in the game as we're nearing the water break here of the second half here at Pepin Stadium. 1-0 Tampa lead here. As Nora Burton plays the ball to her teammate, Grace Berry, but is picked off by the Spartans. Across the midfield, trying to do something with it is Spartan player. Oh, it was Allison Wold. She's going to lose the ball out of bounds, so we're going to have Lee throwing the ball in. It looks like we have a Lee substitution here. Number 13 is headed out of the game, and number 6 is entering the game for the Flames. So Sydney Duncan on, the senior from Athens, Tennessee. For Lee University, which hails from Cleveland, Tennessee, members of the Gulf South Conference. It's Tampa with the ball in the box. Wold gets it a little out in front, and it's cleared by the Flame defender out of bounds. So Tampa's going to have a throw in. Cronquist to Libman. Cronquist back in. Lee defender is there to get that one as Lee tries to keep it alive. Looks like we're going to have a Tampa corner kick right here as Lee was able to get to the ball in time. So headed over to take the corner. Kicks it in quickly to Cronquist. Or no, she's trying to set up the corner here. 22:03 to be played in this game here at Pepin Stadium. It looks like Sidney Dennis on the corner. Plays that ball in. That's dangerous, and looks like the goalkeeper knocked it out, and Lee's going to control it. Turning the corner is Lee's Alexis Hale. Libman's comes up to get that. Lee kicks the ball to the Spartans' defensive side, though Carl Holmes quickly there to get it back to her teammate. The Spartans here with possession, trying to get near midfield. Set it up, 21-22 to play. Ball's played up. Lee player went down. It didn't really appear to be a foul, but it looks like a foul is going to be called there on the Spartans. Number 10, Dennis. Drawn by number 5, Nora Burton. The ball was in the air, and both players made a play for it, and the Lee player kind of took the brunt of that one. Going to benefit from the call there. Get a free kick here at 20:49. Kicks it over there, trying to get it to her teammate. Holschauer's there to head that ball out of bounds. So Lee's going to get a little better throw in there. Ball's played into Hale. Kicks the ball in, and that's going to go out of bounds, out on the end line. So Tampa's going to get a goal kick from Aiden Smith here. 20:21 on the clock. I'm not sure if the water break will be used now or they're going to wait. 1-0 Tampa lead here as we're nearing the 20-minute mark of this game here from Pepin Stadium as two players hit the ground. Cleared out by Lee, and Smith's going to come out and grab that. 19:51 on the clock. It's been a hot game, and a lot of these players have played for the entire game. Be a chance for, if there's any miscues, they could be proved costly for either team at this point. As men's soccer against Auburn Montgomery is underway. We're scoreless 15 minutes into that game in Montgomery, Alabama. That ball is played out in front, and Tampa is going to score on that one. Looks like number 10, Sidney Dennis, was there to kick that one in. That materialized pretty quick. We'll find out on the assist from that. It looks like somebody had the ball to the left side of that goal. Was able to play it over to Dennis, who was able to kick that ball in. I'm going to wait for the official score on that. So number 18, Allison Wold, had that goal right there. Not sure on an assist. We'll see on that one. But Tampa now leads 2-0, 18:58 on the clock, as Lee has a substitution, number 15 for number 5, as we're going to have the water break right now. Spartans getting a big goal right there to double their lead. 18 minutes and 50 seconds until the game is over. We're going to have a water break right now. And we'll be back with the final 18 minutes and 50 seconds of this game from Pepin Stadium. Welcome back here to Pepin Stadium after that brief break for the second half water break. 1850 remains in this game between University of Tampa and Lee University. Tampa goal just came by Allison Wold to give the Spartans a 2-0 lead over number 13 ranked Lee University. Be a big win for the Spartans if they can hold on. Tampa volleyball has just gone final with New Haven as the Spartans win that one 3-0. So Tampa volleyball 2-0 on the season. And Tampa soccer, women's soccer is 18 minutes and 46 seconds away from being 2-0 on their season. Men's soccer underway with Auburn Montgomery. Auburn Montgomery with the first goal of the game. And they lead the Spartans 1-0 in this one. A lot of game to be played left in that one in Montgomery, Alabama. Lee with the ball. Play the ball in. There is nobody for Lee there, although it's headed back by the Spartans. A little bit of a dangerous header back as Libman's going to go to play it, and she met with the Lee defender. Going to be a Spartan throw in here after that collision there. Plays it forward to Dennis. She's going to come forward. It's going to be off her, so Lee's going to get another throw in here. So Lee has had trouble just setting stuff up in their offensive side here, as Lee's going to have a host of substitutions coming in. It looks like 3 people coming in for the Flames. We'll get the names on those. Lee's going to have 13 for 11, 20 for 9, and 16 for 23. So into the game are Grace Berry, Alicia Nye, and Beyonce Robinson to finish this game here for the Flames. A lot of subs for the Flames today on this hot day. Play that ball forward, out in front of their players. So 2-0 Tampa here. Aiden Smith with the ball. Spartan keeper here, set for a goal kick. Your team moves out towards midfield to try to set up on this goal kick. See here if there are any miscues late in the game and this hot day as the players wear down. Lee player loses her footing. They're going to call for a Lee throw in here. So they're well into the Tampa zone. So here we go. With that's going to be a free kick after that foul was called. It looks like a foul was called on the Spartans on that one. Go with Lee with maybe with an opportunity here. Kicks that ball into the box. Played by the Spartan defender, number 24, Kendall Gooner, out of bounds. So we're going to have a corner kick here for the Flames. They try to desperately set something up. 15 minutes and 15 seconds left in this game. They're down 2-0. They desperately need to get a goal to get back into this. That ball's kicked in, but directly to Holshower for the Spartans, who's able to get that ball out to her teammate, trying to head upfield. Lee controls, kicks it back into the box. Headed out by the Spartans. Lee player turns and shoots, but Aiden Smith is there to get that. That was an opportunity for the Flames. As the Flames player, catch a number on her, number 8, Katie Wilson, had an opportunity there, shot it. Aiden Smith was in the right spot to catch that mid-body. So Aiden Smith positioning herself well there to make those saves. 2-0 Tampa, 14-19 to play. As Lee tried to set it up again. As that ball's lost and Sydney Dennis comes up with it past midfield. She doesn't have numbers, so Lee's going to kick that one back. As the Spartans are trying to hold on for this win here. This would be a big win for Tampa. Regional game against a nationally ranked opponent. As the Spartans look like they had a substitution there. Number 15 for number 18 on that one. So Kate Russell comes back into the game. The junior Florida Gulf Coast transfer from Mill Creek, Washington. Be on to finish the game for the Spartans. Tampa 2, Lee 0. 13:20 left to play here. On a hot day where it feels like it's over 100 degrees on the field here at Pepin Stadium. It's Tampa with the ball. Dennis, and then Cronquist is going to kick that ball, and that's going to go in. So Dennis led that ball to Cronquist, who kicks the ball in, and it goes over the head of the goalkeeper. So Tampa with a 3-0 lead now, 12:53 to play. This is a major uphill battle for Lee right now with Tampa. Three-goal lead, and Lee's had just 2 shots on goal all game so far. So the Spartans looking for their second 3-0 victory of the week to start their season. It's Lee with the ball here. Number 20 with a shot. And that's saved by Smith, so she's there to get that ball. Number 20, Alicia Ney had the shot there. She turned on it, but Spartan goalkeeper just in the right spot at the right time again. So that's the 3rd shot on goal for Lee, but each of those 3 shots on goal have been made look easy by Aiden Smith. 3-0 Tampa, 12:08 to play. Spartans have outshot the Flames 8-5 in this game, 4-3 on shots on goal. So the Spartan goals have come from Nellie Brenius, Allison Wold, and Mimi Cronquist. Sydney Dennis with a pair of assists on this game. Ball's played ahead to Robbins. Too far, though. Seen that several times for Lee where they played the ball just out beyond that end line there, resulting in goal kicks for the Spartans. As Lee's going to bring on a substitution here. Number 21 for number 20. So we'll see Amelia Jacobs for the remainder of this game. As we near the 10-minute mark of this game here. Tampa men's soccer. Just over 4 minutes to be played until halftime. They trail 1-0 against Auburn Montgomery. We'll see how that one finishes out. As Lee plays that ball ahead, Cronquist is back there to get that ball. We'll see how that's played. It's going to be played out of bounds off of Cronquist. So Lee's going to have a throw in here. Spartans are just going to try to hold on here for this 3-0 win here, as Lee will need to do a lot inside the final 10 minutes to salvage what's left of this game. That ball's played out of bounds. So the time ticks down, 10:27 on the clock. Lee with the ball near the far left corner. 2 Spartan defenders on the Lee player. Kicks the ball back. Lee player turns. Kicks it into the box, but the Spartan player is there to get it and kick that out. Lee unable to get any real momentum in the Spartan zone there. Had a couple of good shots with direct pass to the goal, but the Spartan goalkeeper was right there both times. That ball, Cronquist leads it a little far out in front of O'Leary. Which at this point in the game, you're just going to see the Spartans with more defenders back in the zone. Attempting to hold Lee off here. So 9:33 to play here at Pepin Stadium. Tampa with a 3-0 lead. We're going to have a Spartan throw in here. We're going to stop the clock for a Spartan substitution right now. 9:16 on the clock. We're going to see who we have here on the subs. Tampa's going to bring in number 11 for number 3. Lee is going to bring in number 11 for number 16. So Nellie Brenius back in the game for the Spartans, who scored the first goal. And then for Lee, number 11, Maddie Davis is on to play. So 9:16, waiting to restart play. Restart here with a Lee throw in that was headed out of bounds. Actually, a Tampa throw in. Tampa with another throw in now. Holschauer will throw that in. It's off Lee, so we're going to have yet another throw in the corner here. Tampa is perfectly fine with the continuance of these throw-ins here, as it just takes time off the clock here near their bench. I think Lee wanted a foul there on that one. They're not going to get it. Tampa's going to kick that ball forward, as the ball is just going to bounce here. Back to Lee. The keeper is going to get that ball out. Lee will be playing with a sense of urgency here to finish the game, as they need to score 3 goals inside the final 8 minutes to just get a tie in this game. So Spartans are in a very good position here. On a hot day like this, focus has become a major key, because of just one little miscue and that ball gets into the net. So, and the Spartans have done a good job of being the beneficiaries of that. This 3-0 game here, as the men's soccer game at Auburn-Montgomery is now at halftime. Auburn-Montgomery leads that game 1-0 over the Spartans. Hoping for a second half comeback for Tampa. Here at Pepin Stadium. Clock is ticking, as Tampa not in a serious rush here on that free kick. 8 out of bounds. Tampa's going to have a throw in. See that ball bounce, and point of the game where Tampa is not in a hurry to do these throw-ins, and it's all on Lee to really continue this game here, to try to get some more opportunities to get back into this. 6:52 on the clock. Lee keeper with the ball. Whitcomb is going to kick that ball. It's going to go, kicks it far right. It looks like it's near that side there, not able to get to it. So she basically kicked that ball out of bounds midfield. The Spartans will take that. No, I'm not sure if she lost control. What happened there? Lee's going to get a throw in here, try to get numbers out in front. Spartans have 2 defenders back. As we got more retreating for the Spartans there. We're going to have another Lee sub here. That sub's going to be 9 for 13 for Lee. So Addie Chapman will come in for the Flames. Here that ball is played out of bounds. 3-0 Tampa lead as the Spartans look to begin the season 2-0. 6 minutes on the clock here Inside 15 minutes, the rule has changed this year. If it's a tie or a team is winning, the clock will stop on those substitutions. It had previously been 5 minutes remaining. So if the Spartans choose to sub, the clock will stop for their substitutions as that ball is out of bounds. It was trying to be played by number 9, Addie Chapman, but she lost the ball out of bounds, and Libman will get the throw in. A number of Spartan players that played the entire game. Number 2, Sophia Libman. Number 4, Sophia Karlholm. Number 14, Mimi Cronquist. And number 21, Lauren Holschauer have all played the entire 85 minutes so far and remain on the field. For Lee, number 14, Avery Sides, and number 18, Whitney Kerrigan have played the entire 85-plus minutes. As we're stopped at 5:17 on the clock right now. Try to see what's going on here. If it's referees looking to meet to talk here. Not sure what this is about. But actually, a Tampa sub. It's going to be 3 for 21 on this for Tampa. So Zoe Whidden back in the game. Whidden, who scored the second goal. Or no, correction, that was Allison Wold. Zoe Whidden is on for the Spartans. Coming off will be number 21, Holschauer. Played 85 minutes, and her day is complete. Excellent effort for the freshman left back. We have a discussion here between the league coach and officials. Not sure what that's about. With 5:17 left to play, down 3-0. At this point, it's a little too late for, unless they have something miraculous in them to complete this game. Players wait on this hot field here at Pepin Stadium. Lee wearing the whites, Tampa wearing the all-black uniforms here at home. Spartans will be back in action on Wednesday as they host Alabama Huntsville at 7 p.m. here at Pepin Stadium before hitting the road for a pair of games in Colorado. So another South Region matchup against a Gulf South opponent on Wednesday. Hope you can join us here at Pepin Stadium. If you can't, go to tampaspartans.tv to watch the action. 5:17 to play here. So we are finally going to get back to action here. I think the players would just want to play at this point to complete here. Officials wanted to add 10 seconds to the clock, so we're going to get, instead of 5:17, we're going to be at 5:27. So that 10 seconds might make all the difference for Lee. We'll see. Doubt it. So, not sure what that was about, because it was a Spartan sub that the clock was stopped for, and then there was a refs meeting over something. Not sure what was said there, but Tampa's going to have a throw in here as the clock hits 5 minutes to play in this game. Tampa 3, Lee 0. Lee's trying to desperately to get something set up here. Kick the ball forward. There's 3 Spartan defenders back, though. So they're attempting to kick that ball into the box, but Tampa just has all their defenders back, so it's going to be tough for Lee to score here, just because Tampa is perfectly fine with Lee possessing the ball. But once they get to that back line, there's going to be a lot of bodies back there waiting on them. 4:18 to play. Goal kick by Aiden Smith. Here from Pepin Stadium. Kicked out of bounds by the Spartans. Going to bring the ball over here. Throw in for Lee. 4 minutes to play. here. And Mimi Cronquist with the ball. She loses it to the lead player. Lead player is out front with it, trying to set something up. You see 4 Spartans back there. The ball still played on the far side there. Not much happening there, as we'll see what they're going to call here. It's a substitution for Lee. We'll see what that is. It looked like it was a substitution. Maybe not. Clock continues to tick. Near 3 minutes. Tampa with the throw in. Tries to get it. Headed out of bounds by the Spartans. Lee throwing in. That sub was, number 20 for Lee has entered the game. Alicia Nye for number 10. So Mallory Hayden will set out the final 2:51 of this game. Lee turns. Ball was getting to Lee player. She turned to try to make a move, but the Spartan defender was right on her. So Spartan defense has been good today. Very organized for Tampa. Have taken advantage of Lee's mistakes and limited their mistakes on defense. As there's a little bit of a, they're going to call a foul there maybe, but the Spartan player fell there. They're going to call a foul on Lee, so Tampa's going to get a free kick here. 2:15 to play. No rush for the Spartans. Understandably, with a 3-0 lead, you put yourself in a position where you can just ride this one out. And that's what the Spartans are intent to do. Tampa, who won 3-0 over Christian Brothers Thursday, is well in place to defeat Lee University by that same score. Players going for the ball. Tampa's trying to hold the ball, and Lee is trying desperately to get possession there. He was trying to go around her and ended up trying to go through her, and she got called for that foul there. So Tampa with another free kick. Kick that ball forward, kick it back, and then Tampa's just going to try to hold off here. Well, they're going to call Lee. Lee's going to get a free kick right here. 1:19 to play here at Pepin Stadium. The clock winds down on what will be a 3-0 or Tampa victory at least. 1:04 to play. Tampa's going to get a throw in here. Inside 30 seconds remaining. Tampa is going to hold on for a win right here. Lee's going to get a free kick inside 20 seconds as we're going to count down here from Pepin Stadium. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Lucky ticket number if you can announce it too.
Oh. Final score of today's game is Tampa 3, Lee 0. Fans, the winner of today's raffle, getting tickets to the football game. I don't know what game.
Bucks tomorrow.
Which is the Buccaneers game tomorrow. Winning number 708004. If you're the winner of the Buccaneers tickets for tomorrow, please come to the press box to claim your prize. Once again, the winning ticket, 708004. The winning team today, University of Tampa, by a final score of 3-0. Fans, we thank you for your attendance at today's game. A reminder, the Spartans will be back in action on Wednesday at 7 p.m. against Alabama Huntsville here at Pepin Stadium. Thank you for attending, and please drive home safely.